Now, these are the boots that you should not buy, or at the very least, do your research before you hit that buy it now button.
You're gonna have a bad time.
The first boots that you may regret buying are double and triple midsole boots just for the look. Now, if you don't really understand what I'm talking about, double and triple midsole boots are designed to provide a more stable base when you're working on ladders. That makes for a boot that is hell to break in. Mistake number 2 would be jumping to a taller shaft boot when you're not used to it. So these right here, these are the White's smoke jumpers. Would I want them as the first boot that I get out of the gate, especially after sneakers? Heck no. Number 3 regrettable purchase would be getting a pair of very expensive engineer boots as your first engineer boots. There's a certain amount of heel slip that happens when you wear an engineer boot that you're just never gonna get rid of. It's part of the laceless thing. So you have to be ready for an overall looser fitting boot, whereas some of these other laced boots, especially like a lace to toe or a semi-lace to toe like this Wesco here, you can lace all the way down and really adjust that tension perfectly for your needs. The next boot you may regret is getting a wild pattern or exotic leather or crazy color when you don't have your basics covered, okay? Now, everybody kind of needs a good brown or black boot. I don't care if you have one or the other, but at least one of those to wear every single day before you jump into something really wild. The next boot you shouldn't buy is a cemented boot when you want to have it for a long, long time. Now, you can have cemented boots for a while, but the fact is that there's really nothing recraftable about them because cemented construction boots are lighter. They tend to be waterproof easier because they're cemented. There's no perforations or holes in your boot. And for that, for a sneaker-like boot, they're not too bad. But if you want a boot that you're gonna have forever and re-sole and really invest a good amount of money in it and have it for decades, this isn't it. The next boots you're gonna regret buying are waterproof boots with a sock liner in them as your daily drivers, especially when you're not often coming in contact with water. You know, when you look at the box, you see it says waterproof on it, you think, oh, that's good, so in case I get in some water, I won't have to worry about it. The thing is, what you're giving up by having that waterproof sock liner inside of your boot is breathability, the fact that they don't dry out nearly as fast as regular boots, and if you're gonna wear them all day, every single day, your feet are gonna be a lot hotter and they're gonna sweat more. You're inviting all kinds of things like mold, mildew, foot problems, stuff like that. That's something that they don't tell you, and a lot of people just think, well, I have sweaty feet. No, you probably just have the improper boots. The next boots you shouldn't buy are boots with an outsole that doesn't match your conditions. These are definitely my sole of choice when I'm doing indoor work on concrete. Now, the look of a boot like this is way cooler, but wearing these on a flat, hard surface doesn't make a whole lot of sense.